welcome back. As I explained the limitation of the geofence on device, we need another way to set geofence on server side, and they will work for all devices. Benefits: it will be one-time setup for a device. So the geofence setup on server, so you don't need to set up one by one. And it will be for all devices, for the OS operated system, and also for Arduino devices. Say you have 100 devices, phone, Arduino trackers, then they will work. So let me explain further this way. On Node-RED, we'll set the geofence on the server side. Every location reported to Mosquito include a message like this. It usually include a coordinate like as you can see that longitude, the coordinate information, and latitude here. And who, that is a device, the tracker ID. So I will use this data and send the data to a Node-RED node. We call that geofence. Okay, and send the data here. Then I set a geofence inside the node, and it will identify if the location, this one, is inside of the node or outside of the node. Then I set the route. If that is inside of the node, the inside of the geofence, then it will go this route and compose a new message called device ID, then is in geofence name. If that is outside, then you will go this route to compose a new message like this. But as we can imagine that the device report the location all the time, and we don't want our system to report the same message all the time, such as my iPhone report, I'm in this location maybe 100 times a day, and it will usually send a message, I'm out, Howard is out, 100 times. Okay, so we need a filter function only report the status change. Okay, so that means that it only report out of school, in this case, once. Then the second one will be filter, the later one will be filter until the status change. Okay, so all the message will be, filter message will be sent to Slack. Okay, so that's how it works. So let's go to our Node-RED for edge case explanation. Okay, remember that we have two workflows if you install correctly. Okay, so that is we go to the second workflow. As you can see that you are gonna see a workflow like this, and this is the node that receive all the locations. Okay, so as you can see that the topic is /pound. Okay, that receive all location data. When it comes in and it goes to JSON file, a JSON node to reformat to correct format, JSON format, then it goes to Geofence node. Okay, so if we open up, you're gonna see that I have set up, a geofence over here. Then it report the point inside. Okay, so that means that if it will report only the location is inside of the geofence, of course. Then I set exactly the same one. Then it report only points outside. Okay, so means that if the point is outside of this geofence, for example, like here, that it will report. Then it will go this route. Okay, inside of the route go inside of the geofence go this route, and outside of the geofence go this route. Okay, then it reformat again to JSON file. Okay, it's nothing. Then if we open up a function, it's just very simple JavaScript. It just take the ID, the device ID, then it will add an error, and the message is in school because my geofence is set up for school. Okay, so it just convert to the new message. Then I use a filter that it will block the message unless value changes. So it means they only report once. Then report once and will not report if the value does not change. Okay, but it will change. It will report another message when the location change. Okay, so I have set up. You don't have to change anything at this moment. That's just test the node. Okay, so I have set up a geofence over here. It's called a school, and here is a coordinate that is inside of the geofence, and this one contain a coordinates which is out of the geofence. Okay, latitude over here. So that's go to testing. Let's see what happened. So I can expect that if I send the inside location sample data, then it will appear inside of the region. And if I press here, then it will show outside. Okay, so let's do that. Let's try. Okay. Let me see. Okay, so let's see that. Let me try again. Okay, you can see that I press a sample in school, and let me try out of school. But if the location does not change, it's still out of school, then it received nothing until the status change. Okay, so that is how it works. Okay, So the next that we are gonna configure a geofence for your own. Okay, I believe that you live somewhere else, so you have to do that for a geofence for your own. So let's go configure on the system. Okay, so here will be few steps. We will change the broker credentials and change the Slack credentials, and we will do the testing. Then we change the geofence map. Then we change the message in the function node. So let's go do that. Okay, so let's go here. I believe that if the message will go here, then go to the geofence map. Remember that we have two geofence map here. Okay, so firstly, you're gonna create a delete my geofence. Okay, so you set up for your own. Okay, so for example, like you want to change to other country, that's fine. Okay, so I live in Taiwan, so you might want to change somewhere else. Okay, so I just still take somewhere, for example. Okay, zoom in, keep zooming in. Okay, and I would like to set, okay, I have found my office, just example that is over here. Okay, okay, so when I want to set a geofence, I would suggest that it just set a bigger area. So when I delete that, I have to save again. Then there are two options. One is the polygon, and one is a rectangular. Okay, so I just set a rectangular. Okay, I would suggest that just for example, like your office is here, that I would suggest you select the bigger area. Okay, then place like this. Okay, then I would only report that's inside that is the same. So I was give a name is called office. Okay, so it's already changed to office, but I still have to change here. Okay, but it's very difficult to set exactly the same node. Okay, so I would do this way, remove the line, and copy, control copy, and control V to have exactly the same node. Okay, when I open it, then I will have exactly the same map in this node, and I will change to action to only points outside, and the name is still office. Then I will reconnect the line again back as earlier. So I delete this one. Okay, that will be pretty easy. Okay, then Let's go to the function part. Remember that we have changed school to office. So I changed to office. Then I will need to change the message here. It gets the message is JavaScript message that it get the device ID. I don't need to change that, but the message is in school. I have to change to out of school, out of office. Okay, remember we cannot change over here, so we have to copy the message here, then copy to an editor. Then I would revise the message is called is out of office. Okay, so I would do that. Okay, sorry, in is in or entering, something like that, entering office. Okay, so whatever, copy that back and Control V to paste it back. Okay, then done. Do the same thing that going out of office, something like that. Okay, then leave office. Office. Okay, get it done. Then that will be all. Then we have to make sure that credentials are correct. Remember that will be set to recorder broker to receive everything. And the Slack webhook, remember last time that has to be the same channel that we want to do so. Okay, so that's just do it. Okay, I believe that will be all. Okay, so if you want to have the different geofence, you can simply just copy the same one. But let's do that later. So that's just deploy the message. Okay, so we have set the geofence in somewhere else. Okay, and you can see that it's connected. That means that the status is standby, receiving all the points from all devices. Okay, so I believe that the sample location is outside of the geofence. Okay, so no matter our sample, this one or this one, that would report it is out of office. So let's try if we can receive the message is out of message. Let's try. Okay, as you can see that is going out of office. Okay, and let's see that if the Slack will submit the message to the Slack. So let me open up my device. Okay, and let's wait for the message over here. Let's see. If I press a message. Press a message, then you will fire a message here, and going to the node, going to this node and send a message to here. Okay, let's see. Okay, as you can see that we have received the functions. Okay, so this is the message that we should get. Let me do that again. Let me do that one more time. Okay, sorry, because it is the same message. That means it's going out of office, so it would not report. Okay, so unless that I can set a location inside of this geofence, otherwise it will not report again. So I believe that is working perfectly. So if you followed all my section steps, then we have completed our system, and you have your own professional tracker system now. So let's sit back and enjoy. It works automatically. Next, I will show you how to view the message from the recorder. Then we can bring our tracker out and do the field testing. So see you next.